Hey everybody, welcome back. So today is a very special day, and that's because I'm going to be showing you how to make this lovely car. So, without further ado, let's get into it. You're going to need three main things, which really comes down to two things, but you are going to need the K&L payware for the Warren F. Benner car, and you're going to need the Philadelphia and Reading number 10. Those are the two base things that you're going to need, and in addition, you're going to need the two files off of my drive. They are custom made by me, so they are not related to any K&L payware at all. So we are clear on that aspect. They are created by me. Now, albeit they are intended to, remodel the car, but they are of my content origin. So, with all that legal blah 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 out of the way, let's get into how to make this. So, we're going to take the two files that I have, and you are going to go into your content manager. You're going to download those two files that are on my thing. And then once you have that, you're going to go into your content manager and you're going to locate the Western Maryland Warren F. Benner car. And you can just type in Warren F. Benner car and it'll pop up. So what you're going to do, very important, you're going to click on it and then you're going to click clone. You do not want to do any of the alterations you're about to do to the actual car itself, or otherwise you will lose your Western Maryland car. It will be transformed into this, and you do not want that. You want a separate car, so you're going to have to clone it. So once you have it cloned, you are going to then you're going to go up to the top and sort by asset type, and you're going to click on today, and that will pop up at the top of your list. It'll say new asset. That new asset is the clone of this car that you've just created. You're going to click on that, and you're going to open the config text file. And there's two things you're going to do when you're in the config text file. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to change the name from the Warren F. Benner car to the Lynn W. Modinger, because that's the name of the car, and that keeps it in line with the K&L side of things. So I would just label it SRC space Lynn W. Modinger, and then it should pop up in the same place that all the other Strasburg cars come up. If you type in Strasburg Railroad Lynn Modinger, it'll pop into another place. So keeping consistent with the naming of that, just change the name. But anyway, the second thing you're going to do is you're going to open up the config file for the Reading number 10 here, and you're going to copy the trucks. You're going to get the bogie. It's called a bogie, and you're going to take that bogie QID number, the KUID number, and you're going to place it in the Warren F. Benner car. You're going to place it anywhere that you see this bogie. It'll be a code number. So you want to take whatever that number is for the Benner car and replace it with whatever the number is for the President car here. Once you do that, you will effectively take in these trucks and put them on here. So that's half the battle there. So you will have, the only thing you will have done at that point is just have a Warren Benner car with a 3-axle truck rather than a 2-axle truck. Alright, now comes in my files to play. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into this config file. I'm sorry, not config file. You're going to go and open the asset in file location. Open asset file location, or open in folder, I believe is what it is. Click that, and it's going to direct you into your computer file manager, which is where you can see your C drive, D drive, all that fun stuff. It's going to find wherever this is on your computer. Then you're going to click on textures, and then you're going to look for two things that you're going to delete. The first one is going to be longwin.copy, and that's what this is. More specifically, it will be this right here. If you want, you can open it up just to double check. I use GIMP personally, but if you have Photoshop, then you can use that too. But you're going to delete that, and then you're also going to delete the MBULS Alpha. Now the MBULS Alpha controls the Western Maryland Warren F. Benner 105 and the coach. It handles all that, and you're going to delete all that, so you're pretty much left with a stock coach without any of the writing and no decal on the window. And then what you're going to do is you're going to paste the MBULS Alpha and Longwind.copy that I have supplied in the Google Drive link into this car here. Do not change the name of the file, otherwise this will not work and you will get an error message. You want to keep it the same. So it's going to look like you've deleted it and then just replaced it, like nothing ever changed. And that's what you want, except the appearance obviously will change. Now once you've done all that, you're going to go back into Trainz, and then very important, before you do anything with Trainz, you're going to close out of the file manager completely. You don't want that thing open. You have to have it closed, or otherwise the updates won't submit. The changes that you've made, they won't submit to the asset. So you have to make sure the file manager is closed, and then go back into the Trainz content manager, and then what you're going to do is you're going to click submit edits on the clone that you have here. Now what that's going to do is it's going to do a bunch of things. Up until this point, it's still going to say new asset and all the other stuff. But it's going to change the name, so it's no longer new asset. It's going to say SRC Lynn Modinger, or whatever it is that you've decided to name it. And then it's going to change the truck that you have here. It's going to change the window decal, and it's going to change all this to exactly how this is right now. So, and that's it. Once you have that, you will effectively have turned the Warren Benner coach into the Strasburg Lynn Modinger Lounge. Now, in case you were wondering, the inside does not change, so if it really bugs your buttons, unfortunately it will still be a coach inside. So if we go in here, it's still a coach. But realistically, if you're looking from outside, which honestly I don't understand why you would be. No offense to K&L, but the insides of these old cars kind of look really bad. And the walls are way too reflective and stuff. So yeah. So you're probably going to be looking for the outside anyway, but in case you wanted to ride in cab or whatever, it's not going to work out too well. But yeah. That's how you make the Lynn Modinger car. Now, once you've done that, you've effectively introduced yourself into the realm of Trainz kit bashing. So, if you liked what you did, you can do other things. It's really not that hard, albeit the hard part has already been done for you here. Because believe me, the hardest part is actually the MBULS Alpha bit. That takes a lot of time. Because different parts of the MBULS Alpha image line up with different places on the car, so depending on how big your font size is, what the spacing is, all that, it throws it off. And then you also have the fact that this is on one line and this is on the other, and you have to get the spacing in between this row and this row perfect, otherwise this is shifted upward or downward. And then you have to make sure that the spaces are, it's a giant pain, and yeah, so you're welcome. I did all that for you. But yeah, if you're willing to put up with that nonsense, you can do kit bashing. It is really that simple. So that's pretty much all I have in this update video for you. I really hope that you guys enjoy. I just want to put an announcement out there, just as a PSA. I don't know if K&L is going to have me take down the video. I have discussed this with a legal person that I know, and basically the route that I'm going to be taking is I'm going to post the video, but if I have any lashback from K&L over possible disputes, the video is going to be immediately taken down, the drive link is going to be disabled, and I ask that all of you that have those files delete them because it is not fair to KNL. However, to my case, I do want to point out that unless you have downloaded all the KNL payware, the files that I give are not going to help you at all. I'm not giving away the car. I'm not giving away any of that stuff. The only thing that I am giving away are replacement files to replace the window and the decal here. Yes, it is intended to modify a KNL car. However, it is not something that will take away from any possible KNL income / revenue. So just wanted to put that out there. It's for you guys, but like I said, if there's any disputes over it, I am going to take the video down, and it's just that simple. I really hope you guys understand, but that's just kind of the best way that I can go about it. I'm trying to do all of you guys a favor because I know that this is a car that a lot of people want on their railroad, and I want to make that accessible to you guys the only way I know how. So that's that. If you have anything else that you guys would like to see on the channel, please let me know. I am looking forward to remodeling this to a 1920s version, as I said before. Just a little side note, I know the last video I was in Trainz 2022. I have since decided that for any routes that I have previously existing, they're just going to stay in 2019, and any routes that I modify going forward will be in Trainz 2022. That way I don't have to worry about every route that I transfer having the dependencies upon dependencies upon dependencies either glitched out, not working, or just missing entirely. It's just way too much of a rabbit hole to go down. You'll download all the unknown assets, but what you don't know, or what the computer doesn't know, is that each of those unknown assets have other unknown assets that are tied to them dependency-wise. So, for instance, let's say that I were to download the route and it said that this building was missing. For all the computer knows, this is an unknown asset, but what it doesn't know is what all excuse me, what all files are associated with this file to make it happen. So, for instance, this cupola could be another dependency. I know that's not a really good example, so let's give you another example. Trainz. So let's say that you were to download, I don't know, the this. Let's just specifically say the engine in this case. So this is one unknown asset to the computer. However, this unknown asset has a lot of things tied to it, like the drivers. If it was a real engine, it would have a smoke file, a sound file, a headlight file, and all these individual things. And those are all assets that it doesn't know of. So that one asset that it thinks is an unknown asset could turn into 5 to 10 assets once you download it. You'll download it, and then it'll say missing dependencies, and it'll give you a list of more dependencies that are unknown. So it really is a rabbit hole that I would rather not go down with any other routes. I had noticed that all the PBR texture problems that I have ironed out in this version are back in the new version. I had to redo the gravel and everything, and it's just, it is not even remotely worth the amount of time that I have to invest into it. And on top of that, there are some things that won't transfer over no matter how hard I try. For instance, this fence here. Let's see. One of these barns is missing a texture file. It's this one. This is missing its color file, skin. And 2022, these sidewalks are completely missing their skin in 2022. Yeah, and all these never popped up because they're all custom assets and they all have custom files, and it's just a rabbit hole. So, but anyway, that's it for the video. I really hope that you guys enjoy. One more quick thing before I go. Sorry, my mind's kind of all over the place. It is relatively late at night for me, but I wanted to get this out to you as quick as I can. This is meant for individual use, so if you download the files, I would really appreciate it if you keep those files to yourself. Please don't redistribute them. The link is there for everybody, but I don't want you guys downloading them and then trying to sell them as payware. They are intended to be free as long as it's okay with the other parties associated with this stuff. But yeah, just keep it to yourself. And if anybody has any questions, direct them my way. I'm not trying to take away from anything. I'm not trying to redistribute any copyrighted content. So like I said, if there are problems that arise, I will end up having to do something about it. But anyway, I really hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Please enjoy.